Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Telos DST. This board features Telos's hybrid POW camber, which is cam rocker. So you got camber through the inserts and a longer rocker in the nose and the tail. This is going to give you that load and snap of traditional camber, but you're going to get that ease of entry in and out of turns from the rocker, as well as optimal powder float. This board is available in 150, 154, 158, and 162. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a sunny bluebird day with cooler temps that turned warm by midday, zero wind. There was fresh corduroy, there was some POW off the runs, hot POW in spots, basically typical spring-like conditions, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. This board has more of an all-mountain freestyle flex than an all-mountain freeride flex, and I think a lot of that is due in part to the camber profile of this board, but overall, it's a very smooth, consistent flex. You got this stiffer section through the middle, then you got more play out in the tip and the tail, with just ever so slightly more in the nose than what is in the tail. And you couple that with a moderate amount of torsional flex so you can really twist it. Now, with that said, this board is stable. You'll notice that. Like, sure, you get a little bit of chatter at speeds and it does resonate back underfoot, but when you get into lumpy, heavy snow, chunder, it pushes through everything with ease. It stays on top of it. It doesn't buck you. At high speeds on a groomer, yeah, you got that flap, but you're not really worried about it kicking out on you at all. What's nice about this board is it's easy to load that camber section, and it actuates right where that rocker point is, giving this board more of a skate-like pop, which makes it more optimal for a last-minute load when you're launching a side hit, cat track gap, ollieing over a slow sign, or a family of fat skier people. Now, when it comes to jumps, this thing boosts off the lip. It has exceptional pop. You don't have to worry about it. Small, medium, large jumps, you're going to be fine with it. You really don't have to worry about how this thing is actually going to pop. With the longer rocker sections on this board, you've got this optimal platform to really lock into a butter. It doesn't take much effort. You can be lazy and roll forward or roll back from nose to tail presses if you really want to, but I like to pop into my stuff. And when I do, it locks and it holds. There's a little bit of fight, but not a lot. The same can be said when you're jibbing. It's one of those boards that will lock into a press, feel consistent, but it's going to retain that snap from the camber section to get you out off the end of the feature. And when you get sideways on feature, you got this camber that cradles it ever so slightly. It doesn't clap out, it doesn't fully wrap around and hug it, but it does lock in and you slide smoothly. You don't really have to worry about it at all. Now let's talk about the best part of this board, which is carving. This thing has a very smooth and fluid transition from toe to heel, back and forth, and it's nimble. You don't have to worry about it. It does start and engage outside the feet, actually in the rocker zone, but it steers underfoot. So you're going to engage that turn as you go outside the foot, but then when you're on edge, you're steering it right underfoot, which gives you that optimal drive from the center of the board back through the tail if you really want to push it out of a turn, get that slingshot effect, and just be able to drive it the way you want. Now, short, tight, quick turns, medium, mellow turns, long, hard carves, deep Euro carves, it's got you covered on everything. It's one of those boards that can handle it all and handle it all with ease. What's nice is with that rocker, it flexes into the turn, but it's not so loose that you lose that grip. So you still have that drive and power from this board. Who's this board for? The all-mountain rider that wants a unique board and a unique ride. This board is always a blast to ride. Telos has some of the most dialed side cuts and flex patterns that I've ever been on, and this is no exception. This is a board that just plows through everything in its path. It's smooth and stable. It's predictable. It has power where you want it. I know that they call this like their all-mountain freeride, but it really does feel like an all-mountain freestyle board with just the way the flex is on it. Overall, great board. Can't speak highly enough about it. Check it out. Comparable boards: the Jones Mountain Twin, the Yes Typo, the Rosinal Revenant. Binding recommendations: the Rome Katana, the Ride C8, the Bent Metal Transfer. This has been my review of the Telos DST. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.